this
But he won fair and square though, man.
he did.
He won.
He did. He did. I can't even y'all done. It's just like that's exactly what he did. He not only did he win with the electoral college, he won with popular vote. So it's just like there's no denying the will of the people in this regard. And that's where it's just like we're gonna have to agree to disagree there. And I want to do so respectfully. And I know a lot of y'all don't like it, but I'm being as respectable as I can. If I'm being honest, it's just like
Right after you call them all done.
Yep, right after I call you done, like it's just like I'm being honest with you. It's just like I do think that you're ignorant. I can uneducated. I want to let you know that I do believe it, like, I want to let you know I believe it.
It's like a heartfelt diss track.
It is.
Look, man, look. I'm just trying to be honest. There's something wrong with you at a fundamental level, man.
Like, yep, something is just, and on so many levels, it's just like whether it be morally, whether it be practically, it's just like there are a lot of bases in which you're not hitting on all of the cylinders. But I respect you and I respect your ideas, and the system should operate where the most people, that's like the most representation, that is the will of the people, and that's how the system should work. In this case, the system worked, and I don't refute the architecture of the system
right. Democracy is the best system.
Democracy is the best
Sometimes
system.
you elect Donald Trump. Sometimes you do that.
Yep.
But the good part is he goes away after 4 years, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
And that's where it's just like, but I don't think that you're not respectable, because I honestly do respect you, and I do think that at least a reasonable. I do believe that there were reasonable Republicans in which I would have agreed on some policies, especially now in this moment, I'd be craving a regular conservative Republican. And
oh yeah, like good old Mitt Romney, John McCain, if he was still alive.
Absolutely,
yeah.
It's just like so. I'm not opposed to opposing ideas. I think there's a fracture in morality and objectivity, and I think history will show the same. And I think, unfortunately, you all will find yourself on the wrong side.
I don't think it's a moral issue. I think that it's a misunderstanding of Trump issue.
I think morals are involved.
I think they think Trump is decent morally. Like, I don't think they see the moral concerns.
I don't know how any reasonable person can see that. It's just like he is morally bankrupt. It's just like by everything that he's.
Like Biden said, he got the morals of an alley cat.
That's like he is morally.
But I don't think people see him. I don't think his people see him that way. I think they see him as like an honorable savior who sacrificed himself and got shot in order to save the people. He did it for us, and he almost died for that. That's how they see him.
Yeah, he almost died for himself, but that was.
I think they just have a different understanding of Trump than we do, and who's right about him. I mean, obviously we think we're right. They think they're right. But I think that's more of the split. I don't think it's a moral divide between us. Like, I think it's more of they think Trump is something that he isn't. And then they think that we think that he's something that he isn't.
I think you're absolutely right about that. And I think they don't understand who Trump really is, or really understand his background, his business success, any part of what makes Trump, or what they think makes Trump. But I think that there are some, and this is like to address the moral fabric of American society. It's just like, I think there are some tones that have been portrayed by Donald Trump that are morally bankrupt. And I think history is going to agree with that. I think if we ever find balance and reason in the world, we're going to look back.
We look back. I think it'll be. I mean, it's already clear. If you're not biased, it's already clear. Now I think one of the parts of that is like they see Trump is on their side, and they don't see anybody else on their side, right? So like when the only person that you see is on your side is that option. It's like you're not really interested in seeing him in a negative light. Because like, what's that say about you if the only person who likes you was corrupt? It's like, okay, like that's not something that they want to believe. Now I'm not saying that that this like a conscious thing. I'm just saying it's like a natural bias of like, hey, I feel like I'm on my own out here, and traditional politicians don't care about me, but Trump seems to get it. He seems to really care and understand that these illegals and these immigrants that's taking our jobs and taking our housing and pushing up costs for Americans, and right, like they feel like he's their guy, and they're not interested and asking why he got kids by 3 different baby mamas and paid off porn stars while his wife was pregnant with his son, and all they
Like,
interested in all that.
it's
It's
just
like
recordings of grabbing women by the pussy, and it's just like
Right.
by verbatim.
I remember that came out. People thought it was over. People was like, "Oh, that's it. It's game over for Trump." It's like, nope.
No.